Today is the 25th anniversary of the classic film Jurassic Park. But you can travel millions of years into the past yourself with the help of South Florida Museum. Here to tell us about the history of dinosaurs and other creatures in Florida is Jeff Rogers from the South Florida Museum. Welcome, Jeff. Now,
thank you, Linda.
Florida sort of came later on, I gather. So do we actually have dinosaurs in Florida?
We do. When dinosaurs were just getting started, this was hundreds of millions of years ago, Florida was actually right in the center of all of that action.
Really?
So there are going to be great dinosaur fossils for somebody someday. But the problem is, about 2 miles of limestone built up on top of those fossils while Florida was underwater, so we don't get to see those fossils today.
Wow, that's a long way to dig down.
Nobody's going to dig that far, but as that all erodes away over the years, maybe your great, keep on going grandchild will find those dinosaur fossils in Florida thousands of years from now.
Wow. I will look forward to that. I hope they save pictures. Now, there are some descendants of the dinosaurs here, aren't
Yes.
they? We've got strange-looking birds.
We have some really strange-looking birds. Most of us know that the dinosaurs became extinct. We think 65 million years ago. New evidence says 66 million years ago. But not all of the dinosaurs became extinct in that event. There was one lineage that made it through, and we call them birds. So every time you see a bird, you eat dinosaur for Thanksgiving.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't that make you feel powerful?
I told him to behave. Oh, my goodness. And any particular birds that were closer to the dinosaurs?
Well, we saw some lineages. So I brought this guy with me today. This is just a foot from an animal that we called Titanus walleri, or the terror bird.
The terror bird.
The terror bird.
That's a big foot.
It is
That's a
big
huge foot, and it belongs to a 9-foot-tall animal. It was flightless, like
terrifying.
well, isn't it? Based on its muscles, we figure he could run about 43 miles per hour.
Wow.
He was a carnivore, so he ate meat. So they could chase you down, pin you down with these talons right here, and they just had this horrific beak that would just do you in at the end. So they lived in Florida between 2 and 3 million years ago. And we find some of the fossils of the feet. That's why I brought that one. So we know that they were here. And I'm not a fan of extinctions, but I'm kind of glad these guys aren't here with us anymore.
It'd be hard to keep him in a zoo.
The flamingos and all those I'm good with.
Yes,
Not the 9-foot-tall meat eaters.
Could anything have been a predator for them? I mean, what could have gotten them?
It turns out, so these evolved in South America, where they didn't have really good, smart mammals. But they walked up into North America around 4 million years ago. And that's when they met up with the big saber-toothed cats and the dire wolves. And wolves and cats are smarter than birds. So they didn't stand a chance with the smart saber-toothed cats.
Well, thank goodness.
So thank your kitty.
What about our alligators and reptiles and snakes and things?
So a lot of people, when they come to Florida, they think alligators, because they don't get to see them where they're from, and they think that they're descendants of the dinosaurs, but they're not.
Oh, really?
They're not.
They look so similar. I mean,
well, they're scaly, they have big teeth, they have that. But if we take a look at the picture, the big difference between the two, the definition of a dinosaur is it has a hole in its hip socket that allows its legs to come down straight beneath its body, like a column. So it doesn't matter if it's T-Rex or one of the big long necks, like a Diplodocus. But then you look at an alligator or a crocodile, and their legs are sprawled out to the side, which is the way that we say that they are not too closely related. And that alligators are not as fast as those guys would have been.
So those guys would have eaten the alligators? Well, there weren't any, though.
Well, actually, there were. So alligators were around at the same time, and those guys made it through that extinction event while the dinosaurs did not.
Oh, I see. So alligators were a part of that. They would have been around when this guy was there.
They would have been around,
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. This is so exciting.
Isn't it, though?
It makes me want to know more about it. And I can find out more at the South Florida Museum.
Yes.
Yay. This will be great for the kids. They'll love every minute of it. For more information on Florida history and more fun events for the summer, visit South Florida Museum and go to their website. Next, what does the recent Supreme Court ruling mean for businesses and for free speech? We'll tackle this hot legal topic.